Alright guys, what's up? ZFR back here. So, getting in this, pretty much a few days ago, the Destiny 2 beta came out, and by now, most of everybody has played it, gotten their opinions across and stuff. I did a live reaction to the first story mission and everything, so yeah, I've had time to play it a little bit more and just get a full opinion on it, and I just kind of want to talk about what I'm thinking about Destiny 2 and what I think about the community and all that right now. I just want to talk about what's going on with Destiny because there's a lot of talk around it. A lot of hardcore Destiny fans are upset, but in my opinion, probably not for the reasons they should be. So, one, let me just start this video off by saying right away that I already can see it now. The Destiny community is going to fall in the same trap. They're going to fall for the same trap that the Call of Duty community did. They are going to be content with getting the same game with a facelift here and there year after year. That is all Destiny 2 is. It's a facelift. And don't get me wrong, nobody expected Destiny 2 to be a major change, alright? Nobody expected that. But I'm pretty sure everybody was hoping for just a little bit more than what we got. So, pretty much anybody who's sitting there saying, but ZFR, this is just a beta, you haven't played the full game, you don't really know, and yes, I'm going to get into all that later because that is correct. But getting into some of the things that just raised red flags for me in the beta. One, we didn't get as much in this beta. We didn't get anything in this beta that we really wanted to know about. Like, we didn't get like we did in the last game's beta, where we actually got to see the patrol zone and all that kind of stuff, and I got a few strikes, a few different story missions to see how the story was going to kind of start to unravel. We didn't get, not only did we not get enough, we didn't get what we wanted overall, in my opinion. And I feel like a lot of Destiny fans should agree with that. I would hope they do. Because everything we got in this beta, we have seen already beforehand. And this answered none of the big questions people were asking before the beta release. It doesn't answer any questions about the new patrol areas and like for what's it called, the European Dead Zone, which is going to be our new base of operations, along with it being kind of like the big patrol area in the game. So that's going to be interesting. We didn't get to see any glimpse of that. We didn't get to see any glimpse of all these new things they're bringing into the games. Like what was it called? I totally forgot the name of them, but you know, like the little dungeon things they're apparently adding into the patrol zones now and stuff like that. We didn't get to see any of that new stuff that sounds like it'll be a lot more intriguing and sounds like stuff that we just didn't get in the last game. We didn't get a good representation of the loot system. We didn't get a good representation of how it's going to work in this game. We didn't see how they're going to make the light system better. Well, I mean, I guess they don't really have to work on the light system because they kind of been working on that. It's a little bit better than it was when we first started out. But we just didn't get to see a lot of stuff. We didn't even get to see character customization in this beta like we did in the last one. That was kind of weird to me that we didn't get to customize our character. I don't know why they decided to do that. It feels like they're holding off a lot on us here. And yes, I know what everybody's going to say. Well, duh, it's a beta. They don't want to show us the full game ahead of time. But here's the thing. Bungie should not be getting that privilege. I don't care what anybody says. This should not be, like, we should not be giving them our condolence on this. Like, we should not be giving them, like, the right, like, I don't want to say the right because that sounds stupid, but what's the word I'm looking for? Like, we shouldn't be okay with this. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. This should not be okay that they're not showing us a lot more than they did in the beta, considering what happened with Destiny 1. When Destiny 1 released, it looked like half of the game was missing. For all we know right now, that can be the same thing going on with Destiny 2. We could get Destiny 2 dropped in our hands and we could have like barely a game just like the last time. I feel like a lot of people are still ignoring that, and that is what's driving me crazy the most about this beta so far. That at this point, even with the beta out, we are not ensured at all that this is going to be better than Destiny 1. Sword, the story looks a lot better. It looks amazing, and if they follow through on it, then yes, I think the story can carry the game a lot more in this time around and stuff. But at the same time, we don't know. We don't know. All right, we got one story missing, the first story missing. Just saying, the first story missing in the last game was pretty decent, and they had some decent missings here and there in the last game, and we all know the rest were kind of blah. So I'm just saying, we don't really know what to expect. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm just saying I don't like that this beta didn't kind of prove itself. This seems like they weren't even acknowledging how bad they messed up last time. This beta doesn't seem to be trying to prove itself to the fans or to the people that the original game just couldn't hold on to. So yeah, that's just weird to me. Also, there's a lot of people upset about the balance stuff, and with PvP and PvE, you know, they're trying to balance everything out the fit one, which is a terrible idea. I've heard some people say it seems like it makes sense, but it really doesn't. No, alright? You cannot try to balance the PvP in Destiny around the PvE. I'm sorry. That sounds lazy to me. That sounds lazy to me right now. The PvP, so you might as well just go ahead and balance that out completely differently and just have everything like the stats and stuff changed for PvP in order to make it more balanced. That would just make more sense in my opinion, for the simple reason PvP, you're playing against real people who are a lot smarter than the bots in Destiny. Let's be honest. The bots in the normal game are not that smart. They're not the best AI out there. Far from it. So let's be honest with ourselves here. Like, I just don't think it's good game design to design that around each other when obviously they're two very different experiences. Like, it's just smarter overall to balance certain stuff more separately. Pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Just balance some of it separately. Like, for instance, have the supercharge faster in the PvE, have it charge slower in the PvP. Maybe certain guns are way too strong. Like, for instance, the exotics. Maybe switch up some of their perks for PvP and have the normal perks for PvE and stuff like that. That might sound confusing at first, but overall at the end of the day it's going to be a lot easier to balance it like that, and that's just going to make it more simple. You don't have to worry about trying to get something that doesn't fit to fit, so you can just make something else up that fits. So that's just common sense to me. But like, so the whole balance thing is a joke, just bad game design in my opinion. Then we come to the story. I'm gonna just kind of graze back over the story once more. The first story mission was great. It was an awesome starting, but I'm just saying, hope the rest of the game wasn't like that, because when you really break down the level design of the first story mission, it's just cutscene, go to point A to point B, kill some stuff, go to point A to point B, defend something here, go to point A to point B, kill some more stuff, another cutscene, go to point A to point B, and then puzzle and then point A to point B cutscene. That's pretty much, like, did you not just hear that? It was just pretty much the same layout as the last game. Like, throw some different stuff in there. Like, do more stuff with the friendly NPCs. One thing that kind of irritated me is that we finally have friendly NPCs, and when I was looking at Zabala, he was not doing anything but throwing up a bubble. I thought he was actually going to, I don't know, fight with us, you know, fire some shots off, and, you know, get some kills and stuff. I want to see the friendly NPCs doing that. I want to see some good AI in Destiny, alright? Like, I mean, that would have been a nice touch. Stuff like that. You know, maybe have a different objective where we have to, get something or deliver something to a certain place, but, you know, every enemy on the, PvE map or patrol zone is after us and trying to stop us or whatever. So, you know, do stuff like that, like change it up, make a racing mission like where we have to race against the clock on our speeder bike or whatever. You know, just change it up. Get some different game mechanics in here, get some different objective types and stuff. You know, I liked certain areas of the mission, like the whole defense thing with Zabala. You didn't have that too much in the last game. That was kind of different, but at the same time, not really. But the puzzle thing was alright, but once again, you had some stuff like that in the last game. Like, overall, just switch it up, get some different stuff in here. We want more variety. That's pretty much it. The more variety when it comes to your mission design and just that kind of stuff, it's going to be better, alright? So, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with keeping it simple, but, like, when you keep it too simple, like, people are just going to get bored with it. Like, that's why there's a big crowd of people who just don't consider Destiny a good game. Like, pretty much. But overall, Destiny 2, I don't think it's going to be a bad game. Let me just throw that out there. I do think it's going to be a good game. I'm just irritated that it looks like it's still not going to be nearly as good a game as it could have been. Like, I look at this beta, I look at the beta for this game, and you know what I see? I see that Bungie and Activision did not try to upgrade this game a substantial amount. I do not see a substantial amount of effort and work here to upgrade everything. What I see is them fixed one problem. They fixed one problem that people complained about from the last game, and that was the story. And they did put a decent looking story in here, but that was it. And it looks like that they just said, well, that's all they really complained about. Let's just throw that in there. All the other problems will go away. They won't care. And it just seems lazy to me. And I'm not saying that's the case, obviously, but that sort is what it feels like and looks like. It just seems to me like there just wasn't enough effort put into this. There needed to be more changes. There needed to be more upgrades. We didn't need the game to be completely different, but we did need you to upgrade it at least a little more than you did. Like, you were almost there, but overall, Destiny 2 for the most part is going to be an expansion pack for Destiny 1. That's the best I can pretty much describe what I think this game is going to turn out to be. If you're still excited about it, that's cool and everything, but honestly, I'm definitely not buying this until I see some reviews, until I see some footage of the content in the game and stuff. Like, do not pre-order this game. I swear. I'm telling you, I'm just saying, it's still a complete possibility that they could rip us off again. That's all I'm saying, because right now I don't have any proof that they won't do it again. Alright, but yeah, overall guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think Destiny 2 is going to turn out to be down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it if we can get to 200 subs. And just thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you on the next one.